This is the Creative Expressions Writer's Journal, and the entry I'm going to be reading to you right now is from the 4th of July 2010. That one thing that got me hooked on creative magic. I could have been about 6 or 7 when I bought or was given a book called The Tricks of the Trade. This was a massive hardback book, to a 6 or 7-year-old at least, and it was filled with pictures and write-ups chronicling the most prominent advancements in movie-making history to date. The subjects in the book covered industrial light and magic, puppetry, movie makeup, FX, and stunt work. It highlighted the string work of Superman, the matte pass and motion camera movement of the Meridian Falcon from Star Wars, and the mechanical ingenuity of the shark in Jaws. What caught my eye, however, was the movie makeup part. The wolf head coming out of the man's face in Company of Wolves, and all those other movie cousins that followed into the world of gore flicks. I focused on one piece about American Werewolf in London. Yes, you must know what I'm talking about already. The Rick Baker practical makeup magic that was a full-body werewolf transformation. I studied the book and wanted to see these effects on screen so much. And after hearing all this good stuff about the movie, I was not fazed. It didn't bother me to see all the gore because I knew what went into it. A lot of gloop, latex, fake blood, mechanical engineering, etc. Plus, all this stuff was beyond the realm of reality. It was glorifically wonderful, and I wanted to see it for myself. Having memorized my father's video collection, which were organized in an elegant library of numbered volumes, I knew he had American Werewolf in there. I knew the number and even knew where it was positioned on the tape. Yes, I was that kind of child who obsessively took notice of little details but couldn't hold a phone number or a birthday without writing it down. I asked that all-important question to my father. Dad, can I watch American Werewolf in London? I don't exactly remember his reaction, but I don't think it took him many moments to give the appropriate answer for a 7-year-old asking to watch an 18 certificate movie. No, you're too young, would have been the no-argument answer, and no discussion was needed. I don't think I asked again, for I knew I would watch it eventually. I was one of those sneaky kids. Right, Pops? Every morning, especially at weekends, when people slept in a little longer, I would head downstairs and watch my daily dose of cartoons. This particular morning, I wasn't thinking Thundercats or Mysterious Cities of Gold. I was thinking John Landis' 1982 classic horror comedy, American Werewolf in London. I raced through it with the fast-forward button, stopping when I saw something gruesome. I knew I had to take a peek, see what it was, and in the back of my mind I remember thinking glue, paint, latex. It's not real. And I believed it. I kept my ear out for the movement upstairs as I skipped through, waiting to see that transformation. I saw something very interesting involving our protagonist and the female nurse in a shower, together.
Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the
But seeing that this was not in the Tricks of the Trade book, I moved on. Finally, I heard Bad Moon Rising, which was then followed immediately by Sam Cooke's version of Blue Moon. I had the book open as I watched quite soberly, without fear, as the different stages of werewolf transformation took place. It was magic, but I was looking at it from the other side. In that moment, I knew that each cutaway was a different setup, maybe even a different day. I knew it had taken weeks to perfect the stretching out of the hands, the breaking out of the back legs, and the forcing of material to create the snout and the fangs. And not always did it work out right, but the final cut of the movie, I was amazed. What's more, I felt good knowing that it was just makeup. I rewound the tape, put it back in its case, and switched to cartoons. In my mind, I was excited about the process of movie making. What I do not know, however, is why I didn't get into the makeup artist side of things. I guess not having the materials in your own home, and most of that stuff was for eating. Maybe it just never occurred to me that I could do this. After all, this was all from a world far away from the quaint countryside where I grew up. What this did was put me in a place of wanting to know all about the production side of movie making. I became fascinated by actors, directors, writers, and I read up on as much as I could. I learned through acting classes, through film classes, all of the assignments in media production courses that made you think about the mechanics, the construct, and the deliberate deception of creative motion picture art. Back in the 80s and the 90s, we pretty much figured things out on our own. If it hadn't been for that special selection of books, such as Tricks of the Trade, I would never have even cared how many takes it took to make a werewolf come to life on the silver screen.
Cheers for that, Steve, and I think that's about all we've got time for this edition of Podfling.
Well, I've had a good time. We're here to entertain, and I really hope that we've done that for everybody today.
I think we have. It's entertained me, and I've just been on the end of the phone.
You have been on the end of the phone, and you might be on the phone for the first couple of episodes, Dave, but we're going to be able to do this in the same room in the next couple of weeks.
Fantastic.
A little bit of house cleaning, if you're not already there already. We have the website.
The website, by the way, is stephenradford.com, isn't it?
Thanks, Dave. On that website, we've got links to the Twitter account and also the Facebook. Le Facebook. Yes, yeah, it's in English. You can also have it in French if you want to. And also the blog. Yeah, check out the blog because we're going to be putting a little bit of promotional stuff on there as well. Some pictures, amusing things that we find in between shows. That's kind of not going to be our in-show area. That's going to be everything that wraps around it. We might even put bloopers in there, little humorous quips and jokes and things that are not going to be in the podcast. How about that? See, a little bit of a forbidden zone, a little Aladdin's cave, if you will. Our thanks go to Charles Hinton and Mike Roof for the phenomenal part 1 of the interview. More of that next week. Thank you, Dave, for being the co-host from afar.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you for being my co-host from afar.
Wherever you are, we wish you all the very best. Stay creative.
See you next week.
Podfling Radio! Preparation may very well be the key to most creative endeavors. In support of starting out as you mean to go on, StephenRadford.com provides resource templates for many pre-production needs. We have project dailies, tracking sheets for working with overall processes. We have Excel, draft templates, chapter by chapter, a track of character actions, dialogue, motivation, and progress throughout. We also have storyboard templates with borders, without borders, wide or formatted to fit your presentation box. We have Ideal Reader Reports, which is a guideline template for your ideal reader during the evaluation of your product. We hope to continue on supporting the creative community with resources as and when we find them. Stay creative. Go to StephenRadford.com and click on Resources now.
You unlock this door with the click of a mouse. Beyond your screen lies another dimension. A dimension of paranormal events, conventions, and investigations. You're moving into a land of interviews, live chats, and prizes. You've just crossed into ReporterChicks.com. Reporter Chicks, bringing all your favorite haunted locations, events, and faces right to your computer. Join the Chicks, Charlie, Buffy, Danny, and Sarah Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the hottest paranormal happenings from coast to coast. Only on ReporterChicks.com.